Introducing K. Michelle.
Ooh, I can see myself on you. You got me questioning my old dude. I can get it wetter than a thunderstorm. Make love from the midnight to the early morn. Cause they think I love 'em, but I love 'em all. You can't raise a man. He's already grown, what you gon' do? How'd I believe that this time would be different? How'd I believe that you changed? I've been running, running. Scoot on over. You better make room for me. Cause we'll come. Make me overflow. I love him. Home anytime of night. Expecting you to let it ride. I think I want you now a little bit. Ain't no telling where this could go. Yeah. Who knows what the future holds? Can you make it rain? Cause they think I love 'em, but I love 'em all. Love 'em all. Maybe that's why I ain't got a man. Cause I be doing too much thinking. You think I want you now a little bit. You think I need you now a little bit. How many tears are you gonna cry? And I know we just met. You love it when I make it rain. I'll be damned if y'all get married.
K. Michelle almost died chasing the body the music industry told her she had to have. We're talking black market silicone injections, 13 surgeries, near organ failure, and a voice that was nearly silenced, not just by the pain, but by the industry that blackballed her for speaking out. Before she was a chart-topping R&B star or a reality TV breakout, K. Michelle was a woman battling behind the scenes, fighting for her career, her truth, and eventually, her life. She was told to shut up. She didn't. She was told to sit pretty. She exposed everything. From being pushed out of the industry to exposing the deadly side of getting a BBL, this is the untold, unfiltered story of K. Michelle, the woman who nearly died to live her truth. Before K. Michelle became the voice behind R&B hits like VSOP and Can't Raise a Man, she was just another rising artist fighting to be heard, signed to Jive Records and full of promise. But behind the scenes, she was living a nightmare. K. Michelle accused her then-manager and music executive, Memphis, of physically abusing her and stealing her label budget. She spoke out publicly, and the industry punished her for it. Instead of support, she was met with doubt, silence, and full-blown retaliation. Radio stopped spinning her records. Labels kept their distance. Suddenly, K. Michelle wasn't just another artist. She was labeled difficult, dramatic, and a liability. And when love and hip-hop gave her a platform to finally tell her story, she doubled down. She wasn't just naming names, she was exposing the whole system. Memphis denied the abuse and filed a defamation lawsuit. But years later, in a recorded deposition, he admitted to hitting her. Still, the damage had already been done to her reputation. She was telling the truth. But in an industry that thrives on protecting its powerful men, truth didn't matter. She was blackballed. Period. And while others got major label rollouts and red carpet treatment, K. Michelle was fighting tooth and nail for every inch of success. She wasn't just buried, she was buried alive. But instead of staying down, she used the one thing they couldn't take from her, her voice. While K. Michelle was fighting to be heard, she was also fighting to be seen, in the way the industry demanded. In the world of R&B and reality TV, curves weren't just admired, they were expected. Labels, execs, even fans made it clear, if you didn't have that video vixen look, you were invisible. So K. Michelle did what thousands of women in the entertainment industry have done in silence. She turned to underground body enhancement. But this wasn't a luxury Brazilian butt lift done in Beverly Hills. She got black market silicone injections done in a hotel room by an unlicensed body sculptor. No anesthesia, no follow-up, no safety. She wanted curves. She got poison. At first it worked. Her body changed. Her confidence soared. She looked like the image the industry praised. But underneath the surface, her body was turning against her. The silicone started shifting, hardening, moving, and eventually attacking her internal organs. She felt pain in her legs, numbness in her feet, constant fatigue, and still, she pushed through photo shoots, music videos, and tours. never revealing the growing nightmare underneath her skin. Doctors ran tests. The verdict? The silicone was killing her, slowly. Her immune system was in chaos. Her organs were inflamed. If she didn't have it removed, she could die. And here's the darkest part. K. Michelle later revealed that she wasn't the only one. So many women in the industry had done the same thing, but no one was talking about it. They were dying for the body that sells and suffering in silence. But K. Michelle wasn't about to stay quiet. Not anymore. By the time K. Michelle made the decision to remove the silicone, her body was already in crisis. What followed was a brutal, years-long medical journey that most celebrities would never dare to reveal. She had to undergo not one, not two, but 13 separate surgeries to remove the silicone and repair the damage it left behind. These weren't simple cosmetic touch-ups. These were intense, high-risk procedures involving tissue removal, skin grafts, and drainage tubes. At times, she couldn't walk. She couldn't sit. She couldn't even stand without help. And the emotional toll? Even worse. She documented her recovery on Instagram and in interviews, showing the world the bandages, the bruises, the breakdowns. This wasn't vanity, it was survival. She broke down in tears on live video saying, "I've been sick. I've been in pain. I've been scared. I didn't know if I was going to make it." At one point, she revealed that she had to wear adult diapers due to complications from the surgeries. She told fans about the drains sticking out of her body, the fluid buildup, the constant doctor visits. And through it all, she was still performing, still filming, still smiling through pain. But the truth, she was suffering. Even worse, people still mocked her. Instead of empathy, she got memes. Trolls joked about her surgeries. People accused her of clout chasing. Other celebs threw passive-aggressive shade. While she was literally fighting to stay alive, the internet was laughing. But here's the thing. K. Michelle kept going. She didn't just share her story for sympathy, she shared it as a warning, a wake-up call for other women thinking about going the same route. A brutally honest reality check for a generation chasing perfection through pain. She went through hell, but she made sure she didn't go through it quietly. You'd think after surviving all that, after risking her life, telling the truth, and putting everything on the line, the industry would rally behind her. But instead, crickets. While male artists get praised for keeping it real, K. Michelle was punished for it. She was too raw, too honest, too real. And in the entertainment world, real doesn't sell unless it's sugar-coated. The same industry that glorified exaggerated bodies and dangerous beauty trends stayed silent while she exposed the consequences. The same industry that sold sex appeal wouldn't even acknowledge the cost of the product they were pushing. Instead of praise, she got gaslighted. Instead of protection, she got mocked. People questioned her motives. Critics labeled her dramatic. Blogs ran with headlines that made her pain look like a publicity stunt. But K. Michelle didn't flinch. She doubled down, using her platform to speak on talk shows, in interviews, and on social media about the real dangers of illegal body modifications. She started encouraging women to reverse their procedures, even helping some financially. She turned her trauma into a mission. She warned women, "Don't do what I did. I thought I had to look a certain way to be accepted, but it almost killed me." She created a movement, loud, raw, and unfiltered. No glamour, no filters, just the truth. And while other celebs carefully curated their plastic surgery journeys behind NDAs and private clinics, K. Michelle aired every single stitch, scar, and surgery out in the open. She wasn't looking for sympathy. She was exposing a system that profits off insecurity and leaves women broken in the aftermath. The industry tried to silence her. Instead, she became a megaphone. K. Michelle's story isn't just about pain, it's about power. It's about a woman who the industry tried to silence, shame, and erase, but who came back louder, stronger, and unapologetically real. She didn't just survive 13 surgeries, she exposed an industry-wide secret. She didn't just talk about her trauma, she used it to help other women avoid the same fate. And she didn't just get blackballed, she built her own damn platform. Today, K. Michelle is still making music, still building her brand, and still telling the truth they tried to hide. She's released country projects under her real name, Puddin', showing her vocal versatility beyond R&B. She's also taken her experience with plastic surgery and turned it into real-life advocacy, helping women remove dangerous implants and speaking out about the mental health toll of chasing beauty perfection. And despite everything, her net worth in 2025 is estimated at around $2.5 million. Not bad for someone the industry tried to cancel, erase, and mock. She's doing it all on her own terms: indie music, reality TV, and entrepreneurial moves. But her real legacy? It's not the music. It's not the drama. It's the warning she became. K. Michelle lived the price of perfection and almost died because of it. Now she's using her story to make sure no one else has to. So when you think of K. Michelle, don't just think about the voice. Think about the scars. Think about the silence she broke. And think about how one woman turned blackballing, botched surgery, and public humiliation into power. Because that's the real story. And the industry still hasn't recovered from the truth she told.